I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. Let's take a look at some of the messages posted this weekend, Father's Day weekend, by Donald Trump, and let's compare those messages to those posted by President Biden. Look, as President Biden says time and time again, don't compare me to the Almighty, just compare me to the alternative. And as I've always said here on the MeidasTouch network, do I agree with President Biden on everything? No. Do I think that President Biden is 100% right in all of his policies and the execution thereto? No. But do I believe that President Biden is fighting for American workers and focused on issues like the economy and bringing jobs to the United States and lowering the cost of prescription drug prices, making healthcare affordable and accessible to all Americans, focus on seniors and students, protecting Social Security and Medicare and protecting our veterans. And I can go on and on and on. He's talking about issues. And what's Donald Trump talking about? Here's one of Donald Trump's posts this weekend. It is a repost from some account on his social media platform called God Bless Trump 47. And it is a image that looks nothing like Donald Trump. I mean, this is how deranged and sociopathic this individual is, that he thinks this is what he looks like. And it's just the mentality of an authoritarian time and time again in history to like post pictures of themselves that look nothing like what they actually look like. But here, this cult follower of Donald Trump goes, "At real Donald Trump is the GOAT, both on and off the golf course." And then it says, "the GOAT, both on and off the golf course." And then Donald Trump responds to it and goes, "Love all those old pictures. You never looked like that. That's not you in that photograph." Here, Donald Trump reposts this one. "Dear future rhinos, the coward 20 voted to protect Adam Schiff, so we posted their names and numbers on Twitter. It's been retweeted over 23,000 times with over 1 million views on a single tweet. That doesn't even account for other posts on Twitter and Truth. We aren't playing around anymore. They arrested Trump." So they go back to their playbook of stochastic terrorism. And by the way, these 20 individuals whose photos are posted, I ask, when are you going to learn that the modern day Republican Party is not the Republican Party anymore? It is the cult party, the MAGA Republican cult party of Donald Trump. And if you actually want to get things done, well, talk to the pro-democracy Democratic Party, made up of a multiplicity of views, from liberals to progressives to independents to those not affiliated with political parties to those who actually espouse conservative views, not this MAGA Republican BS. We could disagree on stuff, but we'll have intelligent, compassionate, humane conversations. But what this post relates to is that a MAGA Republican Congress member, Anna Paulina Luna, joined by people like George Santos, folks, you can't make this stuff up, introduced a resolution to try to censure Democratic Congress member Adam Schiff and fine Adam Schiff $16 million. MAGA Republican Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy is just such a coward, actually allowed this to get a House vote. And the MAGA Republicans thought they were going to pass this resolution. Never actually would have had any real effect with respect to any fine at all. So not worried even if these 20 Republican members didn't join forces with the Democratic Party to reject the resolution. But Ultimately, this resolution was rejected. These 20 members voted with the Democratic members of Congress to reject the resolution censuring Adam Schiff, and it would have fined Adam Schiff $16 million because Congressmember Adam Schiff investigated Donald Trump's crimes and focused on Donald Trump's connections with Russia, right? As though we didn't all hear Donald Trump at speeches saying, Russia, Putin, if you're listening, hack into my political enemy's emails, hack into them. And then that's what Putin and Russia did, or Donald Trump posting right at the beginning of his time in office, the United States of America will join a cybersecurity pact with Russia. Not to mention Helsinki, not to mention Donald Trump extorting President Zelensky. I can go on and on and on again. But the MAGA Republicans, who are essentially a pro-Putin party at this point, because that's who their cult leader is. Just shocking how far this MAGA Republican Party has fallen, but that's who they are. That's who the MAGA Republican Party is, and that's what this post is about on Father's Day. Donald Trump also writes, election interference, exclamation point. Here, Donald Trump is attacking Fox and saying that their numbers are down because they like rhinos. They like rhinos better than MAGA. They like rhinos. Republican in name only. And now they consider, I guess everybody's a rhino now who ever worked for Donald Trump. If you are just not in the cult hook, line, and sinker. Bill Barr. Called Bill freaking Barr a rhino. Donald Trump's attorney general, who tried to cover up all of Donald Trump's crimes, who did all of Donald Trump's dirty work, did all of the work to try to derail the Mueller report. And Bill Barr had some success in doing that for Donald Trump by undermining the law. But that is who MAGA Republicans now say that he's a rhino. Because he says, you know what? The Presidential Records Act, if you actually read the words, it doesn't say what Donald Trump claims it says. No, you can't steal nuclear codes and classified records and claim that they're your own. Donald Trump's next post. They don't go after people who cheated in the election. They only go after the people who report on or question the cheating. And it's all projection over and over again. It's just whiny. It's whiny. What are you going to do for the American people? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to focus on live golf? You're going to focus on live golf? You're going to focus on posting photos of yourself that look nothing like you? You're going to post QAnon memes? Right. Let's compare that to the post by President Biden. President Biden's post. Picture with his family. Every day I feel blessed to be a dad and pop. From the Biden family to yours, happy Father's Day, America. Next post. Happy Father's Day to all the dads working to help raise their children and all our children to be honorable, generous, and kind. I know that triggers MAGA Republicans talking about honor, generosity, and kindness. Here's President Biden's next post. Happy Father's Day to every dad, grandfather, and father figure who gives so much of themselves so their kids can live lives worthy of their dreams. Today we celebrate all that they impart, character, lessons born from experience, and the sacrifices made from love. Just normal, heartfelt words. And what about on policy? President Biden posts, it's about time the super wealthy start paying their fair share. MAGA Republicans will be upset with that message. The super wealthy should not be paying their fair share. They should unfairly pay less than all of the other Americans. MAGA! Come on. Come on, people. What are we talking about? President Biden's next post. Proud to have the support of unions in this campaign. With his next post, unions aren't just good for the workers who join them. We're rebuilding America with union labor. It's smart for business and for our entire country, with video and photos posted from President Biden's first campaign event for re-election held in Philadelphia, where he spoke in front of union workers about his economic plans that are focused on benefiting the 99% of Americans and not the 1% of Americans who are getting unfair advantages under the Republicans. And here's President Biden's last post that I'll share. Under Bidenomics, we're creating union jobs and exporting products abroad. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. It's such a big deal that the MAGA Republicans need to convince, need to lie over and over and over again to the American people. Try to divide the country. Try to create these fake boogeymen. Try to create these culture war issues, which are really just issues of trying to cause Americans to hate other Americans and to radicalize and anger people who would otherwise be benefiting under President Biden's policies. I think Ron DeSantis's policies and Donald Trump's economic policies are helping any of those people in the rallies. Do you think that Trump's policies are doing anything for the healthcare costs? What about the healthcare plan? It was coming in 2 weeks. Infrastructure coming in 2 weeks. You think they're doing anything at all? Oh, what should we talk about? We want to talk about immigration, the Title 42 farce. Oh, Donald Trump, he did Title 42. No, since President Biden has implemented his own plan, border crossings are down 70%. Then under Trump, under Title 42. I mean, we could just do what Republicans do and just ignore the data and go, no, impeach him, impeach this person. FD 1023 form this, FBI defund, scream and yell, but it's all BS. It's all BS. And at the end of the day, what we all just need to ask is, let's just look at the contrast. Let's look at what the people are not just saying, but what they're doing. And who are we as a nation? Are we a hateful place, an ignorant place? Or are we a hopeful, optimistic, honorable, compassionate, intelligent, loving, pro-democracy country? That's who I think we are. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers. Thanks to your support. Hit subscribe. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Have a great day. Have a great week. Hit subscribe.
Love this video? Then you'll love the MeidasTouch podcast. Listen as my brothers and I break down the latest news and chat with top political leaders on the fastest growing pro-democracy podcast in the world. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday. Add the MeidasTouch podcast right now wherever you listen to your podcasts.